Hey guys, Thomas Leroy here. Um, I've been listening to what's been said, and I've been listening inside too. And what I can tell you is, you know, there's a song that Eddie Vedder sang, and it's about people in a small town. I do believe it. He's just talking about how small town predicts my fate, and it's what a lot of people don't see, and how that character changes without changing at all. Um, as a matter of fact, that is in fact their deal, what they are. They'll go through changes and then they go back to the original matrix of what they be. Matrix is a design, right? Um, with the only difference so far is the physical highs. I looked out this morning to see one of mine, and I thought, yeah, all this stuff that this game that they went through was, with all their different stories and premises that they were trying to fly here. It's all what it was. It's that it's them, it's what they do, da 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 da. But you did go too far whenever you played your little competition game where we were forced to lose on inches. So yeah, that was a big mistake. That was you went way too far at that point. But in any case, what I can say is that this guy I saw the other day, he was talking about how, at some point, it's just you and your grind. And, he comes across real serious and somber and, stoic and all that. And yeah, I understand that. And, I've already done that, bud. We've all already done that because that's not my deal. That's not my gig. That's not my game. That's not who I am. No, we just win, man. My song is I am healthy, wealthy, happy, and free. Free as anyone ever could be. Blessed as anyone ever could be. Because I'm blessed. I'm a son of heaven. I'm a sun in the sky. I'm always flying. I'm always flying high. Happy, happy, happy. Healthy, wealthy, and free. I am free because God makes me free. That's all I was ever supposed to do. Go around going, look how good I got it. Look how good I've got it. But how could you know that you have it good if you can't see all how bad it is for everyone else? Of course, when you can't see that, it's easy to love them and easy to encourage them and it's easy to. So, so no, I'm not going to be that. Oh, life is over, sad sack guy. Well, in a sense, it is, and all these dreams and wants and hopes and are all pretty much gone as far as I can tell. And I don't even know how to reconceptualize these as something plausible. I do believe, but still, we have our nature, which is light. It's sunny, and we go out the door like that. That's what the deal is on us. From beginning to end, it's supposed to be pretty much that. What we did these last 17 or 18 years has been a travesty and a complete and total injustice, way outside of anything we were supposed to be doing. And so, no, we're not giving ourselves away, and we're not here to marry anything of the darkness or the dead, and we're not going to. And no, we're not signing on for an eternal death or anything like that. It's just silly and ridiculous, and why would we? And that's just all crazy stuff on the side of desperate, dark, dead things that are trying to find a new scheme, I guess. And if you look back throughout all of your existence, remember, I told you there was no such thing as shortcuts. I mean, there are a couple, but you're always paying for it at the end. Even if it is effective. Um, excuse me, please. I got sidetracked for a moment there, and I forgot where we were and what we were talking about. So let me move on to something else then. As you might tell by the way we sound, um, the improvements have continued, and they're going to continue. I'm convinced now. I am hearing some good voices, those that are of my kind, and I am being told, and I do know, yeah, that's the reason why he sings what he sings about how he doesn't need to be forgiven, because it was already done a long time ago. You know, he already paid all the dues to be who he is before he came into the game, before he even began to live, quote unquote, this live thing. You know, that's why. Came in pure as the driven snow. So that, you know, whenever there's this thing about a competition as to, no, there is none. Goodbye. You can have all the competitions you want to in your own little world and your own little truth and your own little reality, but we're going to be leaving that. All the stories are ending. That's the thing, okay? You know, it's this story and that story. Well, we got a story that we didn't get to live yet, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to do that with all the best love and the best ones and the best entities and the best light and the best. And we're going to do that. Because, you know, we don't have a choice. We're going to stay alive. I stand alive. It's yeah, well, I'm addicted. I'm very addicted. I'm very addicted to my whites. I'm very addicted to what I am, who I am. I'm very addicted to my blues. I'm very addicted to the sky. I'm very addicted to Jesus. I'm addicted to the Prince of Peace. I can't get enough of that. Cannot get enough of the peace. That's just so good. It's so good. And in the improvements, of course, as it has been written, the perceptions and is changing here, and our knowledge base is changing. Yes, we do have an intuition of sorts, and it is connected to them that I speak of. And so, you know, again, his voice in me comes through as virtually silent. It's not like any of the other voices that I can converse with. It's more, I mean, I can converse with it, but and it's a conversation. It's like a knowing rather than a hearing. So there's that. That's where he differentiates himself from everyone else. And so I'm sticking with that because he never did actually. Where I'm tuned into that and listening, and now without any anger in us, we're tuned into the Lord much better. The Prince of Peace can steer this vessel very easily, very easily. So the light is ruling over all of this. That's absolute. That's going to be. That's the way it is. It's a lighthouse, and that's. I mean, you look at a lighthouse. It's big. It's a big, tall tower of a house with a light on top of it. And no, you don't see a fire. No, there's no fire. I don't see a reason for any fires in my house. But we are letting go of more things, and a lot of that is in thoughts, thought patterns. That's again, you know, sometimes the mind has a hard time letting go, and it is, you know, to let go of all the concepts of the world and of existing. You know, these things that we've been taught to believe that, in fact, we do need to do this and we do need to do that, and because of that, we do have specific types of conditioning that is guaranteed in all of us from because of the way we're born and raised, so that if we don't have these things in place, we'll not feel correct. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're used to always, 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 always at the end of the day having one square of chocolate as your final little thing for the day, it's your little reward for the day before you go to bed. And you're going to have your little piece of chocolate and drink your warm tea or whatever you have with it, and then you're going to do your bedtime routine and go to bed. If you always have that little piece of chocolate and it's your little comfort for the end of the day, it's like, here's my little reward for the day, and it's not there anymore, you're probably going to have a hard time getting to sleep. What do you think? What do you think? Will you have to come up with something new to compensate? How long will it take before your conditioning will release? How long will it be before your rational mind can cancel the conditioning? The subconscious sitting there going, oh, I've been denied my chocolate. Where's my chocolate? I'm being denied it again. No, no. Travesty, travesty. Because while that's all very dramatic, there's a little bitty bit of you in the back somewhere, probably, that's still a bit of a child who feels instead of thinks. So anyway, or whatever I was trying to say. Yeah, we're letting go of a couple of these things as concepts, basically. And we've almost begun to think of food in an adversarial way, which that means that our fasting will really take off and really do well, because you know how I am about adversaries. So, and yeah, our thoughts, our perception are changing. So we're going to be eliminating a couple of at least one more thing that probably is being seen as a bad habit. And it won't be a big thing because we've changed enough now that we are in that different state of being where it's not really going to matter. Besides, it's not really the real deal anyway, and it was never a big problem to walk away from. Truthfully, it never was. For years on end, you come back around to it everyone during times of mourning, grief. It's usually when it's showed back up. So anyway, that's going to be gone, and that will help with the scheduling. I do believe. Well, I really do believe that we're going to need to force ourselves to really try to live by that schedule that we've been imagining for a while now, and that would help, especially with the fasting and so on. To go back to a couple of hard rules, like you don't eat after a certain time, and that kind of thing. So yeah, I expect a greater success along those lines and in advancing spiritually. In this scheduling thing, we've already made up our mind. We're just going to go to bed at a specific time, and I've been assured that we will be able to go to sleep. And it'll happen quickly, and we'll be able to rest for a few hours. And if not, what I'm going to do? I'm just going to get back up and read. We'll read the book or something, but I think we'll just read the book because, hey, you know what? If I'm going to be awake, I might as well be getting some more of the word in me, getting a little bit more of the spirit, and that's always if you're actually tired, reading can always help you go to sleep. So, guys, thanks for listening. And why am I giving these messages? Well, just for those of you who are for me and who wonder, is it going to be all right? Is he going to recover? Will it ever start again? Will it ever start up again? And it's listen to me. We're almost there. We really are. It's just another day, I guess, or maybe one more sandwich. I don't know, but we're almost there, I think, and then it'll be. And that's what we'll be. And we'll be happy. Healthy, wealthy, happy, and free. Remember, that's my song. I'm sticking with it. They told me, watch your words, watch how you are, because you're making your own reality and all this blah, 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 blah. I didn't seek to do that. That's why I was after God. That's why this book I wrote was all about involving God, enlisting God, trusting God, going with God. Healthy, wealthy, happy, and free. Free as any other ever could be. Healthy, wealthy, happy, and free. Just as blessed as I can be. 'Cause God loves me, Jesus loves me, the sky loves me, heaven loves me. White people love me, God people love me. So many good love me, I think I might love me too.